So Tom Brady has retired, and it looks like it's official. The source is directly from Tom Brady himself, coming out in a video stating that he is done for good. So thank you, Tom Brady, for all the great seasons that you had. You're an amazing quarterback. You were a great quarterback for the Patriots and for the Bucks. And we wish you well in retirement. And thank you for serving the NFL for as long as you did. Enjoy your retirement. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sports Lovers. And today we're going to do something different on Wednesdays. Usually we don't predict NBA games, but today we're going to predict the NBA games just to get the video out the way. Again, if you haven't seen my college basketball picks video, go watch that as well. But we are going to pick the NBA games today. There are about 7 or 8 games today, so it should be a fun night in the NBA tonight if you're an NBA fan like me. But we're just going to predict all the NBA games, so let's just go ahead and start with it. Let's hop right in the video. Again, tomorrow we may do something different, something creative. We may do a start bench cut for the NFL, so stick around for that and let us know if you guys would enjoy a start bench cut as well. So for the first matchup, we have Philadelphia hosting Orlando, and I think this is one-sided. Obviously, the Magic aren't that good, but I expect them to compete, but I just don't see them beating Philadelphia again at home with Joel Embiid. Philadelphia has been hot. They've been surging. I think Philadelphia should win this game outright. They should beat the Magic very easily. The second game is the Portland Trailblazers going into the Memphis Grizzlies. That's going to be a close game to keep an eye on just because of the back and forth, the high-scoring offenses as well. I think Memphis will prevail at home just because they're at home. But I do see that being close. I could see it going to overtime as well. I just think that the Grizzlies are too strong of a team with Ja and the other supporting cast around him. I just think the Grizzlies are one of the better teams in the Western Conference. Grizzlies are going to take the dub here. Moving on to the national TV game, it is the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics, a rematch of last year's round 1 playoff series. It will be a heck of a game to watch if you guys are into that. It's going to be a great game. Boston's going to run it up. The Nets have found their pace with KD and Kyrie. They're finally clicking with those two. I expect more of the same tonight. I just expect Boston to win. Boston has been hot. They haven't lost, but 12 games this year or something? Crazy like that. And I expect them to continue to win at home as well. Boston will take the W against the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Jason Tatum will probably score 50-plus in this game as well. I expect the Boston Celtics to take the dub. Moving on to the 7 o'clock game, it is the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. I expect the Thunder to go into Houston and whoop Houston. Houston's not very good, we've seen this, but Jabari Smith has been putting up rookie numbers, some great rookie numbers as well. He's in the Rising Stars games. Auburn's got 2 players, Walker Kessler and Jabari Smith, in the Rising Stars game, so congratulations to them too, but I expect the Houston Rockets to lose this game like they've been doing every year. I don't see anything changing. Maybe next year, though, they could be a threat in the West. I just think that Houston is not going to win this game, and Oklahoma City will take the dub in Houston tonight. Moving on to the next game, the Golden State Warriors going into Minnesota, and this is going to be a really good game, I believe. The Warriors are struggling, so are the T-Wolves, but I expect the Warriors to go into Minnesota and come out on top just because they look like the better team on paper, but that could change, as we all know. I just think that the Warriors are going to win this game in Minnesota. It's my boy Steph and Jordan Poole. I love those 2 guys. And Clay. Those 3, you can't stop those 3 as well. And when you get Draymond in there, that 4, that rotation is great. Their starting rotation is wonderful. I expect Golden State to go into Minnesota and beat them. Close game, though. Keep an eye on that. Moving on to the next game, it is the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Sacramento Kings, and I believe the Kings are going to win this game just because they are the better team here on paper. I expect them to obviously get the dub on the road. Spurs have been struggling again, but I just expect the Kings to get the W here and to take the dub on the road. Moving on to the Toronto Raptors going into the Utah Jazz. I expect Utah to keep doing what they're doing. Walker Kessler has been putting up great numbers for the Jazz. I expect that to continue tonight as they host the Toronto Raptors. Haven't been doing that bad, but I expect the Toronto Raptors to lose this game in Utah as well. I will be keeping an eye on that game just because it's my boy Walker Kessler. I want to keep seeing how he is doing in the NBA. He's been putting up double-doubles pretty much night in, night out. been scoring great for the Utah Jazz, and I expect that to continue tonight. And then Utah Jazz will prevail and beat the Toronto Raptors at home. And the final game of the day, the one I am most hyped for, it is the Atlanta Hawks going into the Phoenix Suns. The Hawks, I believe, will take the dub in Phoenix. I know I'm basically a Hawks fan. Trae Young is obviously not doing too great, but I expect them to go on the road and beat Phoenix. That's a bit of a hot take there. Obviously, Phoenix is one of the elite teams in the Western Conference. I just expect Atlanta to go in and defeat the Phoenix Suns and on national television as well. So I expect them to keep it close. Obviously, Atlanta's been surging, so has Phoenix, but I expect Atlanta. Atlanta's been so inconsistent recently, but I do expect them to get the win in Phoenix tonight, hopefully. That is going to be all for today's video. Let me know what you thought of the picks in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date on all things sports information. Again, just a quick little video today. I've got things to do later, but tomorrow we may do a start bench cut. Those things have seemed to do really popular as well. So let me know if you guys would like a start bench cut 1, 2, 3. I would love to do one as well. And then Friday, obviously, our picks. With the off season for the NFL, it's going to be a little different, but we should be able to get some type of NFL content out for you guys as well. So let me know in the comments what you guys would want to see. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and peace.